Well, hello there everyone, it is Thais here. So today I am doing a video all about our edges, especially us relaxed ladies, because it is a bit challenging having thick edges while relaxed. And I always get this question, how to grow edges, how do I maintain my edges? So I'm going to be sharing some tips on how I personally grew my edges back and also how I maintain them to keep them thick and intact. So let me give you a brief summary of what happened to my edges. I'm so sorry I don't have any pictures. I used to be on this hair forum website and I would upload all my pictures there, and then it shut down, and the website was called Kiss. And when they shut down, I lost all of those beautiful pictures of my hair in the past. And one of the things I was able to do was grow my edges back, because I will always wrap my hair every night in the same direction, and that thinned out this side of my edges, my left side. This was so thin. So I have a bit of experience growing my edges back. So the way I grew them back was massaging my edges with Jamaican black castor oil, and I also stopped wrapping every night. I stopped that dry wrapping and my edges came back over the years. So, okay, let me go over the tips on how you can personally grow your edges back. So if your edges are damaged and you are relaxed, the first thing you want to do is stop relaxing your damaged edges. Stop putting the relaxer on them. You want to give your edges a break. And I actually did that when I grew my edges back. So I would skip, so every other relaxer, I would skip relaxing my hair. Relaxing my edges. So this relaxer, I would relax my edges, and then the next relaxer, I would skip my edges, that side. But I would do both sides just to make it even, because I didn't want to have like straight edges on this side and then rough edges on this side. So I would just skip it completely. So you want to give your edges a break from being relaxing. Number two, another great tip is if your edges are thinned from wearing weaves, you want to stop that too. Like, stop braiding your hair really tight, stop wearing weaves, give it a break. I don't know if there's a way you can implement like not putting strain on the hair from weaves, because as far as I know, like, weaves are very harsh on the edges. I don't wear any weaves, so, but in the past when I wore weaves, I know they're really harsh. And the majority of the people who wear weaves, they always have like thin edges. So you want to give that a break. The same way I stopped wrapping my hair because it was thinning out my edges, you want to stop doing whatever is thinning out your edges, or give it a break, or limit yourself to doing it. Yeah, so another thing that helped me was massaging my edges 3 times a week with Jamaican black castor oil. I would religiously do that every single week, at least 3 times. I just put the Jamaican black castor oil on it and massage it for like 5 minutes. That really helped thicken my edges as well. So yeah, get you some Jamaican black castor oil and try it out. It's really good. You can find it on Amazon.com. So now that we have went over the things you should do if your edges are damaged, let's go over the points on keeping your edges thick. So some of the ways I keep my edges thick is applying a generous amount of deep conditioner to my hair, and also making sure that the shower cap, well, not the shower cap, also making sure that the deep conditioning cap covers my edges, because sometimes they have a tendency to like move up when you put on your cap. So you want to make sure your edges are covered and apply a generous amount to your edges. Another thing I do is I relax my edges last on my relaxer day. So I don't have my relaxer sitting on my edges while I do my whole hair. My edges are always relaxed last, so that the relaxer is on my hair for the shortest amount of time, and that way it keeps my edges really thick when I do that. So another key point I do is I only use a boar bristle soft brush. So I mentioned this in my Grow and Relax hair. You always want to use a soft brush on your edges. And if you use a toothbrush, some people do like the baby hairs and stuff like that, you want to make sure you're using a soft toothbrush. Never use hard brushes on your edges. And another key point is to limit the amount of times you brush your edges. Don't make daily brushing your edges a habit. Like sometimes your hair don't even require you to brush it every day. Sometimes when you brush your hair in a style and you gel it down, you can just wrap it with a satin scarf and go to bed, and then you wake up and your edges are still laid. Like you don't have to keep brushing your hair so much every single day. So the very last thing I do is wear really loose ponytails. I feel like this ties into wearing tight weaves and tight braids, but I do wear a lot of buns, and I always wrap my hair in a ponytail really loose. So depending on, I can't really say I wrap it twice or 3 times because my scrunchies or my hair bands have a tendency to like stretch out. So when they're like brand new, I can wrap my hair twice and my hair is nice and comfortable at that tension. But when they're like stretched out, sometimes it takes like 3 wraps. But I always make sure I don't feel a lot of tension because I'm very sensitive to my ponytails being tight anyway. So I just do it for the comfort, and that helps me. Like I don't like tight ponytails where you're having a headache or your eyes are stretched out on the side looking like a Chinese. Yeah, that is not my style. I never ever do that. Yeah, so I hope that you all found this video helpful and you can grow your edges nice and thick and beautiful. Also make sure you're moisturizing and sealing your edges. When you moisturize and seal your hair, make sure you apply your moisturizer directly to your edges. That is another good thing to keep in mind. So I'm so happy to share this video with you all. I hope that it helps you and you grow beautiful thick edges like I mentioned. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a rating if it was helpful, or if you're going to be using any of these tips, because I am always asked these questions. How do you grow edges? People sending me pictures. So I figured I'd just make this video just to help you guys. So I will see you again next time. Bye bye guys.